relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They take that 14 yards on play number one. I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles. But I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't he? You've got to try and stay with it. And even when we do, we often can get it wrong, because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big plays. But if you're a runner and you're playing with Lamar Jackson, aren't you happy? He creates so much concentration on him. It should open up things for you.
Now Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. That'll be incomplete. The Ravens at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first two games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team. But they do have to start winning some games.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's 2nd down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
They'll get that out wide to Duvernay. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. That one complete to Prochet. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Brought down at about the 42. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. This defense for the Steelers very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And they'll need to get to the keep this drive going on third down. From the gun, Jackson. Hard throw, incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. Well, when they began that opening drive, they didn't have the best field position, but they were able to move the ball enough, Charles, to just get in his range to take the 3-0 advantage.
Absolutely, because considering where they began that series, I think they're pretty happy to be sitting at 3-zip right now.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Pickett. And a little floater there is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
First down, and they go back to Harris. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From the 6. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
After one, 7-3 the score. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10. It's Dobbins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Jackson. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Myles Jack. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run again with Harris. Oh, good move. And he's got room. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And that CD, one heck of a run. He just refused to go down.
And that's where determination comes in, because he had at least a couple of guys had really good shots at him, but he just said, I don't think so. Speed, power, elusiveness, all on display right there. Look like you, partner, back in your salad days in Evansville.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Here's Jackson to throw. Open man is Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. They'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there. I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he'll get nothing out of that one. The defense stiffens to force fourth down following that first down gain of 8. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. Fourth down, here's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5.
And the Ravens are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Again, Jackson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay.
As time expires in the first half.
And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making...
And we will skip the highlight show this week, get right back to this Week 3 matchup. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter.
And the half will begin with a touchback.
So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
First and 10, here's Pickett. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Holding, offense.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Here's Pickett. Setting up the screen, Harris.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it second down.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Pickett now on first down.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Second and 2.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
123 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now on second and 13.
Pickett.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harris. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 18. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. This will be caught at about the 6.
And the Steelers are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field without letting his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll try to run with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Najee Harris.
His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes it a 21-10 game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. From the 6. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Play action. It's Jackson. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there that sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still second down.
A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. They go play action with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th.
8 yards to go on second down.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Open man is Anderson. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete.
And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Devin Duvernay
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Jackson here is going to look to throw. That's caught. But he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wondered maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Here comes the Pittsburgh Steelers and running back Najee Harris.
I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Harris running straight ahead. And some room to run now.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
He's going to let this one go deep. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Steelers are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down by 12. 2:18 on the clock. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Here's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And he is going to have a Ravens 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Jackson now.
Connecting with Andrews.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Throwing, Jackson.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Room here to run. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
166 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
On the give, this is Harris.
And some room to maneuver.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
So this
Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My ace boom goon, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us.